Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Soften your eyes and just rest your hands wherever it feels the most authentic to you. Begin to connect with your breath. Feeling the expansion and the contraction of your belly and your chest. Finding that natural rhythm of the breath. And begin to deepen your breath, expanding even deeper into the belly and into the chest, and letting go of any tension, any stress. Allowing yourself to be present right here, right now, on this mat. Breathing in deeply and exhaling completely, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. A few more breaths, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. You're more than welcome to open the eyes. Otherwise, keep them closed. Drop your chin down to your chest and find some circles with the head going in one direction, as slow or as fast as you choose, and then switch that direction. Beautiful. And come back through center. Start to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then rest them back down. Finding a little bit of movement, go ahead and change that direction. Beautiful. And let's come over to a tabletop position. Knees are underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling, going at whatever pace feels good for you, synchronizing your breath and your movements, maybe additional movements if that feels good. And rest those hips back to the heels, child's pose. And we're going to weave the left arm through, a little thread the needle, child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Sinking those hips back to the heels. Right arm can stay extended. And then we'll switch sides so that right arm crosses. Beautiful. Taking just a few more breaths. And then you can extend the right arm, child's pose. We're going to roll forward, sink the hips down, cobra pose. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal out the legs one by one, making a little bit of movement here. And then maybe you find some stillness. Come high to your toes. Go ahead and walk towards the front or slightly towards the center of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, rocking from side to side, making any movement that feels good for your body. Maybe pedaling the legs. Just allowing everything to be heavy. And then release the hands down. Go ahead and find a flat back and then fold forward. Root to rise all the way up. Head rises last, and then your arms rise up, maybe a little back bend. Bring the hands together at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Nice strong core, lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths. Find what feels good for you. Inhale high to the toes, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Root to rise all the way up. Float the arms up overhead. And hands together at heart center. And again, arms rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open your hip. You might find some movement here, or you might just open up the hip. Bring the knee to the chest and step it between the hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Back knee can either be straight or a little bend. A little bend might help to keep the pelvis directly underneath your shoulders. And then we're going to take cactus arms here. Beautiful. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, and release them down to the ground. Step back to plank pose. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. And then when you're ready, left leg rises, bend the knee, open the hip, and knee to chest, and then drop the leg down and high crescent lunge. Beautiful. Allowing your legs to be nice and strong. And then cactus those arms. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. And exhale, cactus arms. We'll inhale, reach them high. Relax them down to the floor. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Come high to your toes, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Float the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Now come high to your right toes. Cross it over your left for eagle legs. And then right arm is going to cross underneath the left arm. Bringing maybe your palms together. Sinking the hips back. Finding some balance. And breathing. Go ahead and release. Chair pose. Come high to those left toes. Cross the left foot over the right. And this time, left arm underneath the right arm. Beautiful. Gazing forward. Breathing deeply. And begin to unwind. Chair pose. Stand tall and then fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Right leg rises. Go ahead and step it between the hands. We're going to walk over to the long edge of the mat, finding a wide-legged stance. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to fold forward. And we'll find Skandasana. So inhale to lengthen, bend into the right knee, a little side lunge, and then bend into the left knee. Just find some movement going back and forth. You can keep the hips as high as you choose, or you can keep more of a lower stance. Beginning to open the hips, and then come back through center, extend the arms, come up to standing, turn those right toes forward, bend into that right knee, warrior two. Chest is open, shoulder blades drawing together. Checking the position of the feet. Reach your right hand forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Gaze up at those top fingers. A nice bend in that front knee. And back through warrior two. And then side angle. Right hand to the floor. Reach that left arm up and over. Past your head. Keep the core engaged. Beautiful. Come up to warrior two. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of the mat. High lunge. Frame the front foot. And then we're going to reach the left leg high for a standing split. Hands can either frame the front leg, or you're welcome to place one or both hands around the ankle. And then we'll step that back foot to the back of the mat. Walk the long edge of your mat, finding your wide-legged stance again. Arms out like airplane arms. And then turn those left toes to face the back of the mat. Bend deeply into that left knee. Warrior two. Gaze over the left fingertips. Beautiful. Your legs are nice and strong. Core is strong. Reach the front fingertips forward. Reverse that warrior. Nice deep bend in that front knee. Warrior two. And find your side angle pose. Beautiful. And then rise, warrior two. High crescent lunge. Plant the hands down to frame the foot and find your standing split on the opposite side. Beautiful. And release it back down to the ground. Walk the fingertips towards the center of the mat. Toes turn slightly inward. Inhale, flat back, and then walk the hands over to the right foot. You might grab onto the ankle with the left hand and peek underneath that right armpit. And over to the left side, maybe grabbing the left ankle with the right hand. Beautiful. Come back through center. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Frame the foot. Step back to plank. Go ahead and flow right through your vinyasa and find a downward facing dog. Come high to the toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Root to rise all the way up, maybe a little back bend, and bring your hands together at heart center. We're going to find some balancing poses. So tree pose, starting with the left leg. Have the left leg nice and strong and place that right foot to the inner thigh. Hands can come to prayer at heart center, or you're more than welcome to extend the arms. Allow that standing leg to be nice and strong. Beautiful. Relax down. We'll switch to the opposite side. So strong right leg. Bring that left foot to wherever it feels the most comfortable to you. Anywhere on the inside of the right leg. Try to avoid the knee. Palms pressing in towards one another or hands extended. Beautiful. And release down. Shake it out if you need to. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Go ahead and flow through your vinyasa, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to find lizard's pose. So right leg rises high to the sky. Bending the knee, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Left hand can stay planted and maybe open up the knee towards the right side. Legs are nice and strong. We'll relax the left knee down to the ground, untuck the toes. You're welcome to stay on your hands here, or you can come down to the forearms. Beautiful. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Begin to come back to the hands. Untuck the back toes. Step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, left leg rises. Bend the knee, step it to the outside of that left hand. Maybe you open the knee up slightly. Try to relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. And breathe deeply. That back knee comes down. Untuck the back toes. Come down to the forearms if you choose. Your gaze might be slightly forward. Allowing the hips to open. Allowing some time for maybe some silence as we hold these poses a little bit longer. We'll come back to the hands, step back, plank pose, moving through your flow. And this time, come right back to a child's pose. You might take the knees a little bit wider. Extend the arms long. Feel the expansion in the belly. And then come forward. Tuck the toes under. Find a downward facing dog. You might bring the feet in more to hip width distance. And we'll find pigeon pose. So extend that right leg. Bring your knee to your right tricep and then down to your right wrist. Extend the left leg, dropping the knee down. You can stay on your forearms. You can rest the forehead down. You're welcome to extend the arms, or maybe rest the head on the backs of the hands. And try to relax the best you can here. Try not to overdo anything. And just notice how you feel. If you notice your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the sensations in your body. Beginning to cool our practice down and spending a lot more time in these yin-like poses. And as we begin to release, we're going to drop the right hip down to the mat and then swing your left leg around. And we're going to twist to the right. So left hand's going to be to the base of the spine. Right elbow to the knee as we gaze over our left shoulder. Beautiful. A little spinal twist. We'll come back to center. An optional vinyasa or straight into downward facing dog. And when you're ready, left leg rises, knee to elbow or to tricep, and then down to the wrist. Extend the right leg back, and maybe you melt the chest and the forehead right down into the ground. Go ahead and close down your eyes. Let the shoulders relax. You can always use props in any of these poses. Placing one under the left hip, or a blanket or pillow under the head. Doing what feels good for you. And not pushing yourself too deeply in these yin poses. Allowing the body to be a little more relaxed. A little more gentle. And as we begin to come out, that left hip's going to come down to the ground as we swing the right leg around, sole of the foot down, and then we twist to our right this time. Gazing over that right shoulder. left elbow to the knee, and you're also welcome to place the hand on the bottom knee. Finding a little bit of length with each inhale. Beautiful. Back to center. This time, just extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale, find a little bit of length. And then exhale, fold forward. And just rest the hands either on the shins or down by the legs. Try not to force anything. Your gaze might be slightly towards your toes. Allow the shoulders to relax. You can have a little bend in the knees if that feels good. Again, we're not forcing anything. Beautiful. A few more breaths. And then we'll come back to center. Bring the hands slightly behind the hips, bend the knees. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And then back through center. And wrap your arms around the legs. Let your belly rest on your thighs, your forehead on the knees. Relaxing the back. And we'll come all the way down to our backs, taking as much time as you need. Once you arrive, bring the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then extend your legs up towards the ceiling. We'll find shoulder stand. So coming right to the shoulders, hands might help to support the lower back as you extend your legs high towards the sky. Keep your chin tucked. You might point the toes or you might flex the toes, depending on what feels good for you. If plow pose is in your practice, you can bring the feet behind the head. Maybe you interlace the fingers and extend them long. Beautiful. And we'll slowly lower all the way back down to our backs, dropping the soles of the feet to the ground and finding fish pose. So extend both legs down, hands down by your sides, palms face down. Bring the hands underneath your glutes slightly And then start to shift the weight into the palms of the hands, the forearms and the elbows, and the crown of the head. So your chest lifts towards the sky, as if there is a string right around your torso. Continue to breathe, point your toes, and then slowly relax down. Go ahead and bend the knees. Take a mat with distance apart and allow the knees to fall in towards one another. Close your eyes. Let the arms relax. And let your lower back relax. And we'll hug the right knee in towards the chest. Extend your left leg down to the mat. Flex all 10 toes towards the face. Keeping that right knee hugged in, maybe slightly towards your right armpit. Beautiful. Allow your belly to be soft. And then open the knee to the right side. Left hand can either rest on the belly or rest down by your side. And we'll bring it back through center and then cross it over to the left side. Extend your right arm out, gazing either past those right fingertips or up towards the ceiling. Eyes can be softly closed. We'll come back through center. Go ahead and extend the right leg down, left knee in towards the chest, slightly towards our left armpit. Flexing the toes. And open it to the left side. And again, that right hand can rest wherever it feels the most comfortable. Noticing a rising and falling of the belly and the chest. Coming through center and then crossing over to the right side. Let that left arm extend. Relax your jaw. Relax all the muscles in the face. Noticing the breath. Noticing how you feel. Taking just a few more breaths. And we'll come back through center. Go ahead and bend both knees here, taking them wider than the mat for just a moment, allowing them to fall in towards one another. And then bringing them a little bit closer, more like hip width distance, setting up for bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips high. Maybe readjust the shoulders so they're underneath you. Chin is tucked, legs are engaged. Lower the hips down to the mat. Extend the legs long. Extend your arms over your head, and we're going to find a little banana shape. So legs will go slightly to the left, and the arms will also go to the left. So really expanding through the entire body. And then arms and the legs shift to the right. Similar to a full body stretch. Beautiful. And come back through center. Go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest. Find a little rock from side to side. And relax the left leg long. Find a half happy baby with the right leg. Grabbing for either the outside of the foot or the big toe. Opening up that right hip. And sometimes it's nice to just rest the left hand on the left hip. Relax the right leg down. Find your half happy baby on the left side. bringing that knee closer towards the ground next to you. Really opening up that left hip, but again, not forcing anything. Just allowing gravity to do most of the work for you. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the left leg all the way down. Find a full happy baby, grabbing from the outsides of the feet or the big toes, maybe rocking from side to side, resting your shoulders and the back of the head down on the mat. You're welcome to extend one leg, extend the other leg, maybe you extend both legs, finding more of a V shape. And then relax the legs down, bring the soles of the feet together. Right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. Go ahead and close down your eyes, letting go of control of the breath, allowing it to flow naturally. Letting go of control of your body. Allowing it to be relaxed. And letting go of control of your mind. Allowing yourself to be present in this moment. Feeling every part of you relax a little bit deeper. Finding this time to be grateful for your practice. To be grateful for yourself. Letting go of all tension, all stress. Cultivating a peaceful mind, an open heart. If you'd like, You can extend your legs long. You can relax the arms, or you can stay exactly where you're at. Whatever feels right for you and your body. Finding some time for stillness and some time for silence as we allow ourselves to rest. Begin by deepening your breath, feeling the expansion in the belly and in the chest. Finding some movement in your fingers and toes, extending the arms overhead, pointing the toes, bending the knees, coming onto one side of the body, and taking as much time as you need to find a comfortable seat. Sweep the arms up overhead, hands together at heart center. Having a deep sense of gratitude for your practice and for your time. And with this in our minds and in our hearts, we'll close our practice. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Sending you all my love, light, and gratitude. Namaste, my friends.